space, which some of you already got, right? We knew we were going to talk about space today. So astro means space. Bio means life. And then ology or logy means the study of. So it's the study of space life, which means aliens, right? So astrobiology is studying aliens and trying to understand, are aliens real? If they are real, where do they exist? And how do we look for them, right? What if they don't look like us? What if they look like tiny little microbes or a giraffe? Or if they look like nothing we have here on Earth? And so there's a lot of questions here because as far as we know, we've never found another example of life in space. And that's why astrobiology is so important, is are we all alone or are there other examples out there and we haven't found them yet? So, Giovanna, I saw your hand was up. Why don't you believe in aliens?
I don't believe in aliens because like a lot of people say they're real and they look like humans, and I don't really think they're real because like, well, I'm like not 100% sure they exist, but I do think they exist somehow. Yeah, because like we don't like just live in the Earth. We like live in this big old universe.
So making planets is kind of like making cookies. You start off with clouds of gas and dust, and then eventually through a lot of spinning and a lot of energy, you begin to accrete. Accretion happens where all this small stuff clumps up into big stuff, and eventually you end up with planets or cookie dough balls. So now it's time for us to make a planet. To get started, let's get our materials together. So everyone get your purple bags together, and you're going to need your Rice Krispie treat and your fruit by the foot. And if you can see me, everyone should have a bag with graham crackers and sprinkles in it. You need that as well. Awesome. So we're gonna open up our Rice Krispie treat, and our Rice Krispie treat is gonna form something that we call the core. And so you need a core for stuff to start to clump up on it. So like I said, accretion happens when you get small things that start to form big things, right? So this is what's gonna help us start to form a big thing. So this Rice Krispie treat is already an accretion, right? Look at all the little bits of cereal that had to come together and stick together. So we're just gonna use this to start off with. So we're gonna, and then you're gonna grab this bag. Don't open the bag, keep the bag closed for what we're about to do, okay? So put it down on your plate. Great job, everyone. All right, so once you're ready, you're gonna pick up your planetary core and we're gonna help it accrete more stuff. We're gonna help it get bigger, right? So we're gonna just kind of set it down and we're gonna roll it through our graham crackers and sprinkles. So about this much, I made it about as wide as my plate. If you can keep it on the paper though, it'll make it a little easier for the next part, okay? So then flip it over so the paper is on top now. And now you're gonna press that into our mass, into our accretion stuff. A little funny, right? I'm going to show you some pictures of Saturn, and Saturn looks a lot prettier than this. So this is our Saturn. So now I want you to look at the rings and look at the planet. Which has more sprinkles? I'll bring mine close to the camera. Which has more sprinkles? The moon, or excuse me, the planet or the rings?
I think I see my this has
the
more.
Planet.
Yeah, the planet.
And because we make them in that order, it changes how many sprinkles there are on the planet and the ring. And so we have to ask some pretty big questions. Yesterday, we spent time learning about planets and moons, and today we're going to spend more time learning about life, so that we learn how to combine the two of those so that we can go search for aliens or life beyond Earth. What does an astrobiologist do? Well, I'm your guest speaker today, and I'm an astrobiologist. So remember, I'm Miss Maya. And I am a PhD candidate. So what that means is that I'm still in school, but I'm working on a specific degree called a PhD, which is what you get after you've been to college. And at the end of it, I'll be Dr. Yanez. But until then, you can keep calling me Miss Maya. And in order to get a PhD, I have to do a bunch of research. So I don't take as many classes like when you go to college or high school or anything like that. Instead, I ask big questions and try to figure out how to answer them. Because there's a lot of questions that we have, especially those about space life and astrobiology. So the very first thing I do is I study Saturn's moon Titan. And so I look at what's going on, what our current observations are, what knowledge we have about Titan. And I use that to teach me and to make guesses about what the environments are like on Titan, right? And so part of what I do is studying space. And then another part of what I do is math. I don't do too much math, but I do quite a bit of math. And this helps us make predictions. It helps us make those guesses about what's going on here on Titan and how life might respond. So this last picture over here is kind of the last thing I do, which is I grow bacteria in the lab and test what environments it can live in. And this helps us understand where on Titan life might survive. And I use math to help us make those determinations. Oh, a lot of work goes into growing bacteria. But it kind of makes us wonder, what do I have to do? What do I have to add to one of these bottles so that bacteria can grow? And so what does life need to grow?
Water.
Yes, water. Water is so important. Every life form on Earth needs water. That's great. Neela, what are you going to say?
Food and oxygen. Yeah.
Yes. So we'll talk about oxygen in a second, but food is really, really important. So microbes, they're too tiny. They can't take a bite out of a cheeseburger or a chicken nugget or anything like that. So instead, we're going to say energy, because food gives us energy and microbes have a different way of getting that energy. But yes, food is really important. So we have food, we have water, we have oxygen that we'll talk about.
I was going to say we also need nutrients.
Yes, nutrients. That's a great word. So we are going to talk about vitamins and minerals today, which are nutrients. I just call them vitamins and minerals. But what we're going to do is I'm going to tell you everything that you have to add to a bottle like this in my lab to grow the specific bacteria that I work with. So this is the serum bottle I kind of showed earlier in case y'all didn't see it. It's made of glass and it has a little glass neck that I stick a rubber stopper through, and then I use a metal crimp to hold the stopper in place. So everything I add to a bottle has to have everything that the bacteria needs to grow, and it all has to be added via syringe and needle in through this stopper. So when we're making bacteria soup, like I said, we have to add absolutely everything that the microbes need to our bottle. So we're gonna have to add all 6 of our elements for Chinox, right? Our carbon, our hydrogen, our nitrogen, our oxygen, our phosphorus, and our sulfur. And we're gonna have to add some other things as well. So when we add that, it helps us reveal if there's any O2 in our bottle. And look at that, as soon as I added the rasazurin, there's all this pink O2, which means that oxygen from the air has gotten inside of our bottle. So we have to find a way to scrub it all out. We have to find a way to get rid of all of that oxygen. But we still have to add gas because we removed a bunch of stuff by removing the oxygen, okay? So are we all done with bacteria soup? Have we added everything we need to grow bacteria? Neela, you can guess again.
Bacteria.
Bacteria, exactly. We have to add bacteria to our bacteria soup so they can start growing. So I name my bacteria silly names because it makes it more fun. So I have Wally is one of my bacteria, and Gary is another type of my bacteria. So much for showing me your answers. I love learning about what you've learned by asking you these questions. So thanks for joining us. And that's it for today. Next week, we'll learn about stem cells, which will be really exciting. Thank you all for coming. I hope you had a good day and I hope you have a good weekend, and I'll see you next week, okay?